Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Brittany Grant. I'm the Director of Business Development here at The Hill, and I would like to welcome you to this morning's event, Cost, Quality, and Care, the Medicare Equation. And before we get started, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Astellas, for making this conversation possible. About 3 million baby boomers are currently hitting retirement age every year. For many, that marks the transition from a commercial health care plan to Medicare. Currently, 60 million Americans rely on this federal program for their health care needs. Of these, nearly 3/4 are enrolled in Medicare Part D, the plan that provides prescription drug benefits. Medicare Part D was launched more than a decade ago, and since then, medical innovation has dramatically improved patient outcomes, but yet the program has not kept pace. Out-of-pocket costs are rising, and seniors have limited options when it comes to affordable medications. Are new proposals to lower costs and increase flexibility and choice likely to work? And what will be needed to be done to effectively link cost with quality of care? This morning, we will be hearing from members of Congress and experts to examine how costs are related to drug spending can be brought down for Medicare patients while ensuring that continued quality of care for those who depend on the program. So before we get started, a few quick housekeeping notes. In addition to our audience here at the museum, thank you for joining us. We are also live streaming on thehill.com. So please keep your phones on silent throughout the duration of the program, but we encourage you to engage in conversation on social media. You can do that by following us on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram at The Hill Events, and join the conversation using the hashtag TheHillMedPartD. We're going to be taking questions throughout the program, so look out for members of our team with handheld mics. And finally, you will receive an electronic survey following the conclusion of today's event. Here at The Hill, we're always eager to make sure that our events are dynamic, and we encourage you to take a few moments to provide your feedback on today's program. So again, thank you for joining us. But before we get underway, I would like to introduce our sponsor for some brief remarks. Please join me in welcoming on stage Percival Barreto Coe, President of Astellas. Percival, the floor is yours.
Hi, good morning. Well, thank you so much for the invitation, and I'd like to thank The Hill for hosting this important event. Also, I'd like to thank Congresswoman Matsui and Congressman Guthrie and all of you for taking time off your busy schedules to join us. Today, we're examining one of the most important and critical challenges facing our society: seniors' access to affordable, high-quality care. And this issue is real, this issue is critical, and this issue demands attention. Now, we live in a remarkable time of medical innovation. In 2005, as was mentioned, the year before Medicare Part D program was created, the FDA approved 2 new medicines to treat cancer. And just last year, the agency approved 48 new oncology medicines. And this innovation is translated to improved outcomes for patients. And in recent years, we have seen encouraging reductions in U.S. cancer mortality rate. And just last month, the CDC announced that from 1999 to 2017, there was a 19% drop in cancer deaths amongst adults aged 45 to 64. And while we are witnessing incredible strides in innovation, from immuno-oncology to cell and gene therapy, we can only achieve optimal health outcomes if patients have access to these treatments. Innovation for innovation's sake is moot, and without patients getting proper access to the medicines that they need, innovation becomes meaningless. Since its inception in 2006, Part D has filled a long-standing gap for this population, serving as an effective market-based solution that provides seniors with affordable access to the vast majority of medicines they need to stay healthy. And today, 90% of Medicare eligibles have prescription drug coverage, including over 11 million low-income seniors. However, despite broad participation, revolutionary advances in medicine, Part D has remained relatively unchanged over the last 13 years. And as a result, there are legitimate concerns that Part D, while still an invaluable asset for most seniors, is falling short in providing protection for those who rely on specialty treatments to battle cancer and other deadly diseases. Cost to the patient is playing a major role. Over 40% of cancer treatments covered by Part D now require over $250 in out-of-pocket payments per prescription. 69% of commercially insured patients abandon medicines when cost sharing is more than $250. And abandonment rates rises exponentially as patients' out-of-pocket costs increase. Seniors coping with serious illnesses also find that their costs are front-loaded before they can get to the Part D's catastrophic coverage. And none of this should be acceptable. The time is right for all of the stakeholders to come together to ensure affordability for patients. And my company and the rest of the pharmaceutical industry as a whole have a responsibility to help develop long-term solutions, including pricing our medicines fairly in a way that reflects the innovation and the value they deliver to patients, healthcare systems, and society. And encouragingly, there have been significant related discussions amongst policymakers here in Washington. The two examples are the HHS proposal to pass along negotiated rebates to patients, as well as proposals to cap patient spending in Part D. And these are promising ideas, surely, but we have the opportunity to go even further. For example, patients should be able to space their costs out over time rather than requiring payment up front, allowing for better financial planning. For seniors with cancer and other serious conditions requiring specialty treatments, flexibility goes a long way. Equally important, another example, if a physician determines that a particular treatment is best suited for a patient's condition, then the medicine should qualify for lower cost sharing, even if it's not in the insurance plan's preferred tier. By getting treatments right the first time, we can save money in the long run. That said, there is no magic bullet and no monopoly on promising ideas. We need all players at the table to collaboratively ensure seniors have the tools they need in their battles against life-threatening illnesses. By 2030, all baby boomers will be over the age of 65. 1 in every 5 will be retirement age. And now is the time to address these challenges, and we must link innovation with access. And we must work together, align on constructive solutions, and modernize Part D to lower costs for seniors and pave the way for continued medical progress. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to today's discussion.